wife Susan has been teaching children at Torrey Day School for the last 28 years. Susan teaches a love for learning, and Susan develops within each child a curiosity toward the world around them, which they take with them well past their time in her classroom.
She taught me that you can always retry and do it better. Mrs. Krohn is the best teacher in the whole world.
What makes her so successful as a teacher is that she herself loves learning, and she gets so excited in the classroom when she's teaching the children something new.
She teaches in a very good way. I like the way Mrs. Krohn always takes the time to explain something to us when she's finished if we don't understand.
Mrs. Krohn is a go-getter. She's no nonsense, and she wants you to do well, and she pushes you in the right way so that you learn and you don't get overwhelmed. She's very loving and caring, and I really learned a lot in her class.
Someday you wish upon a star.
I also told Mrs. Krohn, for all the many years of teaching, it's been a pleasure working together with you for the last few years.
Mrs. Krohn is a very innovative and interesting woman. If I need someone to talk to, I can give her a call. She perks me up. She makes me feel special, and she makes me feel like I can conquer the world.
Tell me what you like about Mrs. Krohn.
That she has a library with a lot of books in it.
A really nice teacher. She's probably the best teacher I had so far.
We love you, Mrs. Krohn. You're the best teacher ever.
Mrs. Krohn is a character. She is funny, she is energetic, she is enthusiastic, she's always up for something new, and just absolutely loves teaching. You can see that in everything she does, that she loves teaching.
My mother has been teaching at Torrey Day School since the day I was born. For the past 28 years, she has raised me well, she has taught me well, and she has made me into the man I am today. I may be Mrs. Krohn's only child, but Mrs. Krohn has hundreds and hundreds of children whose lives she has changed for the better.
What I remember most about Mrs. Krohn is that she always expected respect and decorum from her students. And I think that it is the values that she imparted to us that really set a very high standard of excellence in the school in the early days.
Mrs. Krohn is one of the funnest people we have at our school. She's enthusiastic, she's extremely passionate, she takes her job very seriously, and is a tremendous asset to our team.
Mazel tov, Mrs. Krohn. We are so lucky to have you here at TDSA.
She's a good teacher because she always explains to us if we don't get something.
She does fun things and she makes all the activities fun. She tells a lot of stories in class. That she forgives you and you don't have to worry about anything. You can just tell her. When I leave her class, I feel happy.
I think what makes Mrs. Krohn special is the genuine concern that she has for our school, for all of our students, which are really her students, as well as her colleagues, to make sure that TDSA is the very best school that it can be, and she worries about all aspects, not just those that relate to her job.
Susan, you honor me every day by being my wife. You have taught me more about this world than any other person. You've also raised and taught our son Ben to become the man who he is today, and have the wisdom to choose the wonderful wife he has, Shayna.
You're the best mother-in-law I could have ever hoped for, dreamed for, imagined for.
She's very kind.
Mazel tov, Mrs. Krohn. Yeah, congratulations for teaching for 28 years.
Thank you for being a good teacher.
Congrats.
Congrats, Mrs. Krohn.
Congratulations. Congratulations on the award. Congratulations, Mrs. Krohn.
On behalf of all of us at TDSA, I'd like to congratulate you, Mrs. Krohn, tonight's Distinguished Educator Awardee for the most deserving award. You have been a tremendous source of inspiration for us. We've learned so much because of you, and we thank you for everything that you've done on our behalf. Mazel tov, mazel tov. May Hashem give you continued strength, inspiration, and energy to do what you do best, inspire our children, and give them the very best education that you know how. Thank you for all that you've done on behalf of our school.
Mom, I love you. You mean the world to me, and I'm forever grateful for all that you do. I know I am who I am today because of you. I thank you for that, and this night is for you. You deserve it. I love you.
Susan, simply put, you are the best. I love you.
Adina, who do you love? Why do you love Mrs. Krohn? What does Mrs. Krohn give you? Treats? And say, please, don't retire until I'm in your class. Because I love you.